okay, alright, everyone simmer down, settle down, alright, class is in action right now, people, right here, right now. Thank you so much for joining me today on episode number 39 of the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing bong. Yes. Yeah, it's been such an epic adventure together. I'm so pleased and so happy. It's so great. Oh man, this bit is getting long in the tooth, isn't it? I think it's like fucking 100 episodes in a row that I've gone on about the cool adventure that we've been on together. Not a journey anymore. It's graduated from journey to adventure, and it's stopped being so difficult, and it started being fun, and everything's just rainbows, butterflies, kittens, and puppies on the trail that we're blazing together, people, right here, right now, on the Milo Podcast. Yeah. So yeah. It's something that's been weighing heavily on my mind lately, man. Like, you know, it's been weighing very heavily. It just feels like my head is full of cinder blocks, or my head is full of bricks, or 50,000 tons of feathers, or like a cannonball, or I don't know, man. Like, just a lot of weight in my thoughts. My imagination be clogged up with these fucking big-ass thoughts that are occupying the space inside of my brain mind, or whatever, my mind-brain area, or whatever, wherever the connection is, like the interchange between my mind and my brain's getting all clogged up by the ideas that are stuck in there, and the one that's weighing me down, like dragging me into the depths of hell, down into the I've got cement shoes on and I'm sinking into the ocean, and the oxygen is slowly being squeezed out of my lungs from the pressure of the waves above me, right? Because the mafia dropped me in the water because they wanted me to die with my secrets. They wanted me to die with my secrets. But the thing that's weighing me down a lot is sweet dreams, man. What are they really made of? A lot of people have discussed it. A lot of people have thought about it. We have all different types of dreams. There's this kind of dream, like fantastic dreams. There's more realistic dreams. There's lucid dreams. There's dreams you can't remember, dreams that you do remember. But the one that's on my mind is the sweet dreams, the sweetest of dreams. And what are they really made of, you know? I think it sort of started with, for me, it started with the Eurythmics, with Annie Lennox, is that her name? Yeah, Annie Lennox, right? Singing about the sweetest of dreams. Well, actually, that's not where it started with me. I've got to be honest, I believe I probably heard the cover of it first by Marilyn Manson, watching a lot of music TV when I was a youngster, and catching all types of crazy-ass music and video clips and shit, and Marilyn Manson being huge in the 90s, right? He was singing about sweet dreams, but Annie Lennox of the Eurythmics was singing about sweet dreams before that, and apparently, I've just been pulling it up. I asked Jamie to pull it up while I was rambling just now. Apparently, Sweet Dreams, aka Sweet Dreams of You, is a country ballad which was written by Don Gibson. Never heard of him. Gibson originally recorded the song in 1955, and then blah, blah, blah. So yeah, a lot of people have recorded it, a lot of people have covered it, I guess. Probably the most famous versions of the song, likely not the original. Maybe it is. Maybe if I was born in 1955, maybe I would have been bumping the Don Gibson version of Sweet Dreams, the twangy country ballad version. Sweet dreams are made of these, or however it might go. In my southern soul, in my heart, my sweetest dreams, they fell apart. You know, that's a different song. I made that song up. Sweet Dreams goes like this. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who had a mind to disagree? You know the song? Yeah. So how do we get to the bottom of this issue? Who is the true professional? Like, I thought Marilyn Manson might be the fucking dreamologist, and he's the one singing about dreams, and he's the one that's trying to wake up the world to the plight of dreams, man. Like, wake up to dreams, you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, after doing my research, or not really doing my research, and I thought about it, and then I remembered the Eurythmics, they came out with it first. And then now I'm discovering that this Don Gibson guy, he was writing about sweet dreams before them all, you know? So these people that have been passing the sweet dreams torch has been passed on to, what do they really know about dreams? And did Don Gibson know himself? Because if you listen to the song, sweet dreams are made of this, or whatever, made of these, you know, it talks about sweet dreams, but it doesn't actually tell you what they're made of, you know? So how am I supposed to know what sweet dreams are made of. Is it made of honey? Is it made of cookies? Is it made of fucking sugar? Is it made of whatever, man? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, how do we get to the bottom of this? How do we get down to the brass tacks of the issue? Looking at the lyrics, it's like, sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I always thought it was who had a mind to disagree. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's different versions. I don't know. I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. So let me just reiterate. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? So already we're at this like impasse where we can't really understand what sweet dreams are made of. Like this guy is trying to present to us like his theory of the sweetest dreams. And, he first of all, he says, this is what they're made of, and I can't disagree. But then he doesn't go on to tell us. Like, he said, he's traveled the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. I presume that this guy is looking for sweet dreams or looking for what they're made of. And then he goes on to say, some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. That's really strange. That's like, even as a child, that thing sort of struck me as a fetish shit. Like, I was 6 years old, listening to Marilyn Manson go, some of them wanna get used by you. And I thought, ooh, what kind of freaky person wants to get used and abused, man? What's up with that? Little did I know I'd grow up into be one of those types of people in the future, which is now. Some of them want to abuse me or you. Some of them want to abuse you. And some of them want to be abused. So really it's the same thing twice. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to get used by you. And some of them want to be abused, you know? So, I mean, if you ask me, I'm not a dream guy, but, a dream scientist, but this does not sound that sweet. It sounds pretty morbid, if I'm being honest. And then basically it just keeps on saying the same shit over and over again. Like, that's the entirety of the lyrics, man. So it's like a one-verse song. There's like a hook and a verse, and it just repeats itself over and over and over again. Right? So reading the lyrics, we're not getting anywhere. We don't know what the sweetest dreams are made of. We don't know what the fuck any type of dream is made of. Now that I think of it. They don't even posit. They don't even suggest what it might be. There's no theory, there's no hunch, not unless they're trying to tell me, surely they're not trying to say that the sweetest of all sweet dreams are made of traveling the world and abusing people and getting abused. Like, that doesn't sound sweet. I mean, it sounds surreal, and it sounds very abstract and, sort of artistic and maybe existential, and, I don't know, there's all kinds of fucking ways that you can dissect and bisect and re-elect it, and you can come back around and try to perfect it, but once you see the defects, then you've got to select a different type of shellac to rub on the back, and then you got all of that plus a hack, you know? So yeah, the sweetest of the sweet dreams, we're never going to actually know until someone else comes along, one of these people, the torch actually gets passed to someone who covers it, that can actually explain to us what sweet dreams are in fact made of, beyond this. Or like, maybe it is, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm not gonna lie, like there definitely gotta be people out there, right, that be like, this is my idea of the sweetest dream in the world, getting slapped with a whip and then jumping on a plane, going overseas and then slapping someone else with a whip. Like, that's being abused, traveling the world, and then abusing someone else, you know? So I think that's got all the bases covered right there. And I'm sure that's a simple enough thing that a lot of people would be into that, like BDSM type people, masochists and sadists and all that type of shit, you know. So maybe that's what this song's about, actually. Maybe it's like a BDSM, that's like brutal, death, slamming metal, right? Brutal, slamming, what is it? I don't know. Something dominant, submissive, masochist, or some shit. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that sex stuff with the leather whips and chains shit, man. That's what BDSM is. And that's what sweet dreams are probably made of if you listen to this song, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, in closing, I guess until someone comes along with a cover that can actually explain it in layman's terms, not this heady, artistic, existential type of fucking slop, then all we can do is really guess. All we can do is really take our best fucking pot shots at what the hell these people be saying, bruh. Lately, it's been so surprising to me, man. It's been shocking. It's been eye-opening how lifelike things are getting. Like, things are just becoming so real. Things are getting so real so quickly. And it's like I think that the progress in which things are becoming more lifelike is like exponential. Like, if you were to look at it on a line graph, you'd see it sort of slowly rise and then suddenly shoot up and then just go like all the way towards the opposite end of the graph at like rocket speed, That's what exponential means. And so, like, just, I used to be living in, things just used to not be so real, and now they are more real. So things just didn't used to matter quite as much, and, like, it just wasn't a big deal. Nothing was that real. Nothing was that lifelike. A lot of things were just, like, sort of, bit had that waxy sheen, that sort of plastic sort of hollow feel to it or whatever. Like, you look at it and you can tell that there's sort of like, they lack depth. It's a little bit 2D. It's something that you think it might be a holographic projection or whatever the fuck, bruh. But lately, like, you know, you'd be rocking the baby back down trying to put it to sleep, and its eyes will go to sleep and shit, and then, like, it'll cry when you need to give it some milk and stuff or whatever. It's like little human Tamagotchi in the flesh. And so just like things are approaching this level of realness that has never been seen before. It used to be just like this impressionistic world that was just like colors and shapes and blotches of fucking surreal type fucking, what's the word? Like, you got to fucking interpret. It's like, it was open for interpretation, you know what I mean? And now things are getting literal. Things are getting undeniable. It's like no longer just pixels and coloring books and fucking crayons. Now it's like, real life, flesh and bone, blood, sweat, and tears, legit, in the flesh type shit, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? And you can't deny it anymore. Things used to be less real, less lifelike, and I feel like certain objects are just starting to spring together, like get a life of their own. Like that maybe they're gaining consciousness or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just that things are getting more lifelike. I feel like the things that I was doing previously, they didn't matter as much. Like, it was all fun and games. It was just like a virtual sort of thing. I felt like I was in a bit of a simulation. But now, like, suddenly I look around and people are like going to work and like they've got big grown-up jobs and they drive cars and they're not in nappies anymore, and you know, they can fucking change their own shoelaces or tie them up as well or whatever the fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, that kind of stuff seemed to be a little bit more scripted. It seemed like it would happen in the shadows, or like you wouldn't have to really think about it. Sort of like a cartoon character wakes up in the morning, or you don't get to see them wake up, but they wear the same clothes every day and shit like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it was like before. And the reason I think that is because it's a fact. And now, when you look around, like, you know, it's like everything's gone into 4K. You look at a dog, you can see all the hairs, or the hair follicles, individual furs on the dog or the cat. Or, like, you know, you look at the fucking ground outside, you can see the grains of sand. You go down close enough, you can actually count it. And if you were to put those grains of sand under a magnifying glass or an electron microscope, you'd probably see all kinds of different things like microbes and stuff like that, you know? Like, there's just never-ending fucking, what's the word? Like, and it's like never-ending detail, man. There's a word for that. I can't remember what the word is. Yeah, I can't remember what the word is. There's some kind of fucking, there is some kind of term exactly for this. Can't remember what it is, but like just endless detail, infinite detail, man, is what I'm saying. Sort of like fractal detail, bruh. Exponential detail. Everything's just exponential, bruh. In this lifelike life that we be living with the sweetest of dreams in them, bruh. All right, I got myself pure blonde here today, and it's getting fucking pretty. What's the word? Predictable. It's getting predictable how often I let you guys know that I'm drinking a pure blonde right now, and you believe me because I can't keep a secret, and I wouldn't lie about that, right? Here we go. Get some of that down the gullet, boy. So yeah. Man, remember that George Floyd, Black Lives Matter type stuff that happened, like, I don't know, about 4 years ago or whatever it was? That was like, that was pre-pandemic or pre-pandemic, right? I can't remember the timeline of things. My brain is shit. And nothing is, but back then, nothing was real, so there was no point in remembering exactly when things happened because it wasn't this lifelike. But, you know, the angry guy died with the cop standing on his head, and then all the people started to protest in the streets, and they were saying things like, the police are too militarized, and the police, they're all brutal and shit. And you remember all this stuff, right? And we got to defund the police. Yeah, well, they've been a lot less fun since we did all that, haven't they? Suddenly there's no more police walking around with lollipops. They took away their balloons. There's no more water guns. They don't fucking ride bicycles anymore. They used to have a fucking bouncy castle down at the police station. Just walk by that every day, and, you know, if you had a gold coin, you can jump in and bounce with them, man. And, you know, I don't remember them breaking out the batons and smacking me around the back of the head in the bouncy castle dungeons or whatever the fuck, bruh. So yeah, is this really the future that we wanted? Is this really the kind of thing that we were, the tree that we were barking up, boy? Woof, 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 because here we are in the future where everything's lifelike, the police aren't fun anymore, and we don't know what sweet dreams are made out of. So what the fuck is the point in even fucking, following the law anyway, because it's no longer any fun, and the police don't got no money, the police are just like broke, they're totally broke. Police are fucking broke bitches, man. No one even thinks the police are cool anymore. Like when I was cool, I used to be cool, and I'm still cool now. But when I was young, I used to think the police were cool, and I used to have a police helmet with a visor, like a riot squad helmet, toy helmet, and a baton and stuff. That was back in the days when we used to sell toy weapons that had the orange cap at the end, and handcuffs and army men and all that type of stuff, and guns and shit. But they don't do any of that in the stores anymore. Now it's all just bullshit. Now it's all fucking girly toys for bitches, right? And I used to think the police were cool, but no one thinks the police are cool now because they're broke, boy. No one wants to fucking hang out with the broke boys, do they? You broke ass bitches. Man, if ever I see a cop, I'm going to flip him off and say, hey, bitch, how about this gold coin donation? Or whatever, man. Like, just flip him a penny, like, ting, bounce a coin off of the cup. I was in the CBD the other day walking past the Queen Victoria building, and lo and behold, there's a fucking boy in blue kneeling down on a rug with a fucking, beated up old canine German Shepherd officer or whatever, like, canine dog unit dog, sitting there stroking the dog and sitting on a fucking rug with his hand outstretched, man, and there's a cup in his hand, and it wasn't even any coffee inside. He was taking fucking donations, dude. These police, man, they're so fucking broke, they lost all their fun, and now no one wants anything to do with them. So thanks, Black Lives Matter, for doing that to the cops, because now police are really shit, and no one likes to be police anymore. No one wants to be around them. No one wants to be associated with them. They're being outcast by their family members. No one wants to admit that they have a friend who is in the police force. Basically, they've become second-class citizens, and they used to be the ones that would police the second-class citizens. Now the police have become the policed. Isn't that poetic justice right there, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey man, it's your Milo, dude. Check it, bro. Lower space, man. You feel me? Hey, we made it, bro. It's your Milo, man. Holla back, gang, bro. Space world, hey. Yeah, hey. Tell me when it ends. I can't stay awake. I'm afraid it's too late. Too late for me, my friend. I can't stay awake. I'm afraid it's too late. Tell me when it ends. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. Too late for me, my friend. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. Too late for me, I gotta go to sleep. I think I've seen enough, I could sleep for a week. I could not wake up for a whole month. Now I'm hibernating, now I'm in a coma. I've been asleep so long, I developed an aroma. Need life support cause I no longer eat and I no longer breathe. Just flick the switch, leave me brain dead, please. Tell me when it ends. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. Too late for me, my friend. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. Tell me when it ends. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. Too late for me, my friend. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. It's too late, the show's already done. Time to go back where we come from. So exhausted, time to pause. It's game over, man, and the credits have run. But you can make it without me. Trust, don't doubt me. Just don't stay too long in the sun. Take long strides and just keep pacing. We don't got nothing else, you gotta stay chasing. Tell me when it ends. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late. Too late for me, my friend. I can't stay awake, I'm afraid it's too late.
Welcome to the Milo Experience.
I was driving around for work the other day. I was transporting goods, as I do, you know. I told you about the goods that I transport a couple of episodes ago. So that's what I'd be doing. driving around the place and transporting goods in the back of my big van, right? So I was doing that, and I was pulled up at an intersection, and I was looking out across the way, and I saw, lo and behold, once again, this is my phrase of the day, lo and behold, there was a dude over at the other side of the intersection, right? And he looked all shabby and looked all like shitty or whatever. I mean, he didn't look that bad. He looked like a guy that like he has a home. He wasn't homeless, right? But he was obviously broke as a policeman. And he was like, had a bucket. Not even a bucket, actually, I lie. He had a bottle of water in his pocket. I presume it was like water with soap in it or something, soap suds, and a bottle of water in his pocket. And he's carrying a rag and he's doing the windshield wiper job, right? And it occurred to me, man, like I haven't seen these motherfuckers out here doing this shit in so long. Like it used to be more common, I guess, back in the in the 19th century or whatever, like pre-2000 type shit, and maybe even a little bit in the 2000s as well. But now that we're effectively a cashless society, it's like, dude, could you be any more fucking annoying, man? I can imagine that back in the day there was some level of sympathy for these people because, like, you see some dude who's, like, out on his luck and he's just like, oh, you know, at least he's trying to make a buck. He's doing anything. He could be just sitting at a corner store like a fucking, sitting on the corner of some place like a policeman begging for money. But instead, at least he's out here, you know, at least performing some kind of fucking service in exchange for cash, right? But these days, yeah, so I can imagine there was a little bit of sympathy there. But these days, man, like, unless these motherfuckers be carrying a card machine or they be accepting Cash App or whatever the fuck, bruh, in which case they really aren't broke in the first place, right? But unless they're doing that, then, like, you're just being annoying, bruh. Don't you understand that no one fucking has cash on them anymore? And so you get put in this situation where, like, this dude walks up, squirts shit on you, like, you know, you see him approaching, like, oh, God, please, not me. Please don't fucking come to me or my car, bro. Like, don't do it. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to be chill today. And then lo and behold, he walks up with his bottle of water, squirts it on your windshield, and you're like, oh, fuck, bro. No, you're waving your arms around. No, man, no, don't got no cash. Don't. And he's just doing it anyway, right? And he then rubs off your windshield. It's like, dude, don't you realize in 2024, and like ever since the 90s and probably since the 80s as well, or since I don't know when, but like, you know, don't you know that like for the last 30 plus years, cars, they have fucking, like, they clean their own windshields, bro. They got windshield wipers, and they got fucking soap in their fucking bonnet in the car hood, right? Under the hood, there's soap, and the water comes out of the car, and they clean themselves, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's not like I need you to stand at an intersection and wipe down my car with your dirty-ass rag and scratch it up or whatever the fuck you think you're gonna do, right? So, yeah, there's that. And it's like, don't you understand that you're just being annoying? Like, I think part of the whole idea is, like, these days it's more like an intimidation tactic. I don't know if it's always been that way, but, like, these days you're, like, intimidated. Oh, fuck, what's this guy going to do? If I don't give this guy money, is he going to key my car? Is he going to smash my window? Is he going to fucking knock my mirror off? Or what's going to happen? You know what I mean? So, yeah, you're just a fucking nuisance, and don't you realize that your dumbass mentality has got you here? Like, there's obviously a reason why you think that, like, rubbing windshields in the middle of the fucking street in 2024 is a good idea. The reason that you've, like, found yourself in this situation is your stupid, dumb mentality has put you here. Like, you think it's a good idea to do that? Well, that probably follows through the patterns of, like, your entire life of, you know, thinking that these ideas you're having are good, and they're all just dumb. Like, how obvious could it possibly be that no one wants you to touch their car, no one's carrying cash anymore, and even if you were taking card, do you think that someone is gonna, like, you know, hand over their payment deed, like, well, do whatever the fuck, man. No one wants to pay you money. Get the hell out of the intersection, go and get a job. Why can't you get a job at McDonald's, man? You know, I don't think it's hard to get a job, man. This might be a hot take, controversial opinion, but yeah, if you want to go get a job, go to McDonald's, go to Big W, go to Pizza Hut, go to fucking anywhere, bro. There's jobs, and it's like, I don't know, it's not like, could these people have possibly been like career oriented, like is a low level job beneath them or something like that? You can't go to a factory, you can't go to a warehouse, you can't fucking do anything, like what, like how in your mind do you think that this is the way forward? I've got to go stand in the street and harass people for a pittance, like for cents. People don't carry cash anymore, man. You're not getting any money. You're being an annoying fuckwit, and this is why you're washing windows right now in the street, because you think that this is a good idea, and you've probably had a bunch of these good ideas your entire life, and now here you are with your dumb fucking brain full of great ideas, rubbing windshields with a dirty fucking rag when no one wants you to. I feel like time has been moving so much faster lately. I guess that's just because I've been really preoccupied with life, like work. Work's really busy. I keep telling you how busy work is. Moving house and that type of shit. You know, life comes at you fast, bruh. Life comes at you fast, and you know, I just feel like time's speeding up recently. Hopefully after the new year it goes back to normal. But the way that I can judge time is like, I feel like I'm endlessly cutting my nails. Like every second day I look at my hand and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta cut my nails again? What the fuck, man? I feel like I just did that yesterday or 5 minutes ago or whatever the fuck, bro. But yeah, I only be cutting my nails at work though, because I feel like it's such a big waste of time to be like doing that in your own time, man. You don't get paid to cut your own nails, dude, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't cut my nails at home unless I truly in like a nail cutting emergency. You know, I desperately need my nails cut for some type of reason or whatever. Then I might do it at home. But otherwise, I'll save that activity for Monday morning or whatever, or I'll just be looking at my nails at work and I realize I got to cut them. Because you know, I don't do jack shit for free, bruh. I don't be doing that for free, man. And so yeah, people be taking shits on the clock. People be looking at their phones on the clock. I'm taking it to another fucking level of biome maintenance, and I'll be cutting my own nails on the clock at work because I ain't no broke dummy, and I ain't got time to stand out in the intersection and wipe down windows, and I don't have time to fucking stand at the corner of the shops with the broke-ass police boys, right? I got to hustle, dude. I got a fucking mind that's better than that. So any activities I be doing, I be making sure I get paid for them and making lucrative fucking sessions out of my nail clipping escapades, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Just doesn't seem like a very financially secure way to go about things, cutting your nails at home in your own time. Like, don't you realize you got limited time to do whatever the fuck it might be that you like to do? Read books, play guitar, watch Netflix, exercise, walk the dog, whatever, build a model aircraft. You only got limited time to do that, and the fucking 60 seconds or whatever it does take you to cut your nails is eating away at that stuff. You ain't getting paid for it, man. You got to think with mind of wealth. You got to think of a wealthy mind. You need to crawl into the brain space of like a millionaire, billionaire, or whatever. You know, one of these extra fucking wealthy rich guys, and you got to up your standards, man. Stop thinking like a broke boy that cuts their nails at home, and start thinking like a true entrepreneur, right? A true nail cutting entrepreneur, bruh. You see, this is how you can turn your regular activities from money-sucking pits into, some kind of workable business model. And basically, if you just sort of like add, if you work out or break down the prices that you'd like to be paid for all of the activities that you would regularly do in your own free time when no one's paying you any money to do that shit, and then you sort of like label them with the price, file them away in your mind as like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wipe my ass at home. I'm going to wait till I go to work, and then I'm going to use their toilet paper because that's a savings, and I'm going to do it on their time, right? If you got a shower at work, you can do that, or don't throw your trash in the bin. Take it to work and throw it in the dumpster, bro. You know. Do everything at work that you would do at home, and then later on when you come home, you don't have to do any of that shit like chores and stuff like that. You don't have to wash your hair, you don't have to fucking whatever. You can just fucking get straight into your gaming sesh, smoking weed and doing whatever the fuck it is that you like to do in your free time, man, right? See, this is how you gotta do big brain sort of stuff. Big brain thinking, right? I'm a true philosopher. I'm just a totally economically minded type guy, and I want to be getting up my revenue, dude. I'm be chasing them dollar signs, man. I want to put a lot more fucking digits before that decimal point because I like it when the number goes up. You feel me? All right. Okay, that about do it for this week. That about do it, boys and girls. So yeah, real life updates. Not much to report really. Be moving house at the end of the month. Already told you that. Work getting busy. Already told you that. It's the same old fucking shit. I'll be living Groundhog Week, bruh. My weeks be so routine and so cyclical. It'd just be so much fucking boring shit that it's just the same shit every fucking day. And life is dumb. Life is shit. And everything sucks. Everything sucks, okay? So yeah, that's how I be living. Working on some new music though, and I really like the way it sounds. There's some good stuff that I'll be working on. I'll be cooking it up, bruh. Can't wait to serve it up on a big platter for y'all. But yeah, that's it for episode number 39 of the Milo Podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, you know what to do, tube. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and go down and leave a comment that says, hey Milo, or bing bong, and I'll respond to your comment and I'll like your comment. If you're listening on Spotify, you're that guy. And you can interact with the poll, and you can like the episode, and you can follow the podcast, and you can share the podcast link with your friends and all that other type of shit, bruh. Put it on the warehouse speakers at work, whatever. Just, play it in public, man. Okay? I'd really appreciate that. If you want to get a message to me, like a direct message, something serious or something you want me to know, or some feedback or comments, or just something that your ADH-riddled brain can't get off its mind until you fucking tell me directly, you can email me at milo@milopkl.com. That's milo@milopkl.com. All right, people, thank you so much for joining me at episode number 39 of the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing bong. And I will see you in the next episode. Peace.